Hey everyone, and welcome to Dallas Metro Kids on YouTube. It's going to be a fantastic lesson. Today we're back talking about the fruits of the Spirit. We've actually only got a few more, so make sure not to miss a single week. And if you missed any, they're all on YouTube, so like click there, whatever direction. Make sure to watch all those videos. But today we're talking about gentleness. Now the Bible lesson today is my absolute favorite. I love this lesson, but I wanted to let my friend Lucille Sandpaper come and tell the story, because the last time she was here for Easter, she kept getting interrupted by that YouTuber Roxy Rockstar. So I promised her that today, no interruption. So Lucille, are you ready for today's lesson?
I am so ready for today's lesson.
All right, Lucille, the floor is yours. No interruptions, no YouTubers. It's all you.
Okay, so today's Bible lesson is about a man named Pat. And so Pat, he was telling all these people.
Did you say Pat?
Yeah, Pat. His name was Matt, and then it got changed to Pat. It's a really good story.
All right, no interruptions.
Yeah. So Pat, he was telling all these people about Jesus, and it was so good. But then there was this other guy, and he made these little doodads, like little knickknacks. Just put on your shelf. Knickknacks. Yeah, my granny has knickknacks. She's always complaining about having to dust them. So I have to dust the knickknacks.
Well, then she should get rid of the knickknacks.
I know, but she doesn't. She just complains about having to dust the knickknacks.
Sounds like a personal problem then.
Yeah, but I guess all these other people were having the same problem because they stopped buying the man's knickknacks.
Because of dust?
Because they didn't want to dust them.
Okay.
And so then they stopped buying the knickknacks, and the knickknack maker got so upset. So he went to his knickknack club.
Did you say the knickknack club?
You keep interrupting. You said no interruptions.
I'm just trying to understand, but
Knickknack club. And they all got so upset. They're not buying our knickknacks. Why aren't they buying our knickknacks? So then they go out and they're like, oh, they start throwing dust at people's faces. Dust.
Like, they're just like picking up dust from the ground and throwing it?
Yeah, maybe it was the dust they got from their own knickknacks. I don't know.
Oh.
But they started throwing it at people's faces, and it was crazy. It was a riot.
It was a riot. Okay, well, there we go. That I know is right. That was a riot.
And then the city clerk came, and he's like, what is everybody doing? And so he takes this big vacuum cleaner, and he dumps it all on top of the knickknack club members.
Stop. I know this isn't right. There were no such thing as vacuum cleaners back then.
Are you sure?
I'm
pretty
positive.
sure I read it.
Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I want to tell you guys the real story. I want to tell you because I don't want you guys to misunderstand, because this is a really good Bible lesson about how to be gentle and what happens when you're gentle. See, now there wasn't Pat or Matt. It was Paul. Paul was preaching the gospel. He was talking about Jesus in a city called Ephesus. And so many people were hearing him preach about Jesus, they started believing in him, and they stopped worshiping the false gods that the city served. Well, there was a man who made little statues that are kind of like knickknacks. You kind of got that right. They made little statues of this false god. And of course, people stopped buying the statues because they weren't worshiping that god anymore. And so he started losing his money. He's like, where's my money at? What's happening? My bank account is going low. And so he started investigating. He was like, what's happening? What changed? And he discovered it was Paul. And so he knew he couldn't do anything because Paul hadn't done anything wrong. And so he went and started getting people really riled up. He started telling lies about Paul, about how Paul was this crazy person and who was doing all kinds of bad things. And it started getting people angry. And then more people got angry. And before you knew it, the entire city was in a riot. Hundreds of people are just screaming for hours. Rah! Rah! It's the worst! Some of them didn't even know why they were rioting. They were just really upset. And so the city is going crazy, and so somebody had to stop it. And so somebody came to stop it, and it wasn't the police. It wasn't the army. It wasn't the president. It was the city clerk. Kind of like someone who works at like the mayor's office. Is like, hello, it's me. It's Deborah from the mayor's office. It was just this really kind of like low-level person. He came out there, and he was like, hey, guys. Chill out. What are you yelling for? What's the deal? Calm down. He didn't do anything wrong. If you're mad, go to the courts. You can't just riot. Some of y'all are mad and they don't even know. You didn't even know why you're mad. Just chill. And the riot disappeared. Everybody went home. This man could have come in screaming and yelling. He could have come in with guns. Well, there was no guns. He could have come in with some tanks. Oh, there's no tanks. He could have come in with like, I don't know, what did they have back then? Like bats, just like hitting people. He could have come in with all kinds of stuff, but he was gentle. And today's verse says, a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. That man knew that he needed to be gentle to take care of the situation. If he wasn't careful, it could have gotten even worse and people could have gotten killed. But because that man was gentle, the situation chilled out. And that's a good lesson for us to learn, because every one of us sometimes has been in situations where we say something and it just makes a situation worse. It's like throwing gas onto a fire. But when we follow today's verse, a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. When we use gentleness in our actions and in our words, we know that things are going to chill out. And, honestly, I say this all the time. Sometimes you don't have to say it. It might be true. But sometimes keep it inside. Keep it on the download. Be gentle. Use that filter of gentleness, and you'll help situations calm down. Now, does that make that makes a lot more sense, right?
Yeah, it's a good story.
Well, it's not just a good story. It's truth. It's something that actually happened because we found it in the Bible. Speaking of Bibles,
Yeah.
Lucille, what Bible did you read that from?
I read from my Bible. Let me go get it.
Okay. I can't imagine what this is.
See, this Bible. I read it in here.
Lucille,
This is the Bible.
this is not a Bible. This is an elementary algebra book.
It's got some really good stories in it. Look at that.
It's like quadratic equations. There's not even a story about a vacuum. Oh, Lucille, I'm so glad we're friends. Thank you for coming
too.
today to talk about gentleness. Remember, this week when stuff gets on your nerves, a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We've only got one more of the fruits of the Spirit, but we won't be gone. We'll still be doing stuff as long as this whole quarantine thing is happening. We hope you're safe. We hope you're healthy. Be kind. Be gentle. And we'll see you guys next time. We love you guys. Throwing dust? Where did they get the dust from?
The pockets.
Their pockets. Okay, go back to your story. Their pockets of dust.
Their pocket dust. In people's faces. Oh no. It's so dead.
From the top.